Alright, so if you don't remember, I did a video on how to sound like Lilpeep's It's Me. And a lot of people have been asking me to basically show presets of how I make my music, how I did that, but more in depth. So this video, I will be putting the real audio from this on the video so you can actually like hear how it sounds. I'm gonna do a quick vocal over the song and then I'm gonna get straight into it. Alright, so first what you want to do is you want to record 4 vocals over your beat, each separately of the same thing, which is how PEEP did his vocals. He would record layers and layers of them. And make sure you get it as precise as you can, saying the words at the exact time and everything. Don't do it sloppy or else it's just gonna come out sounding weird. So I have the It's Me beat right here. So here's how the dry vocals of these 4 will sound. So when I'm coming down, the light's real bright and the noise ranks in my head. Did I let you down again? Did I let you down? So you do want to add one more vocal, but I'm going to get to that vocal at the end because honestly for me, I think it's better that you do the regular vocals first of like the lower notes and then do the next one that I'm going to show you.
What's up, Future 4 Heart here. I forgot to mention this at the beginning, but on your vocals, make sure all of them except for the first one you recorded is on 54%. Do not mess with the first vocal you recorded because that is your main vocal. Okay, bye.
If you do not know how to mix in this video, I will not be showing you that. I'm assuming that you already know how to somewhat mix your songs. And when I mean mix, I mean parametric EQs and all that. And if you don't know how those work, go look up a video on it. I might do a video on how parametric EQ works and mixing, but this is not what's going to be in this video. So for the preset, first you want to add a fruity limiter. So this is not going to be the compressor. What you want to do is you want to up the threshold by the tiniest bit that you can, like that. It could be like over here too. It doesn't really matter. Just make sure it's a very small amount. Pull the gain all the way down and then put the release like around here. And you don't have to touch any of this. That's literally all you have to do with that. And the next thing you want to do is pretty simple. You want to EQ 2 to 3 times. I would recommend doing it 2 to 3 times. I'm not going to recommend you copy everything I do here, but make sure that high quality oversampling is on. What I do is, most importantly, everyone should pretty much be doing this. Always put a high pass over the one right here. I usually put this around 120, 130, 140 hertz. Like basically right where the 2 is. I wouldn't recommend going like super high like this. It just depends. But keep it around 1. I would recommend like 134 hertz is best, right where it blends in with the 2. That's just me. I'm not like a super good producer and mixing and all that. This is just how this is done. This is how I do it. So I'm gonna mix this real quick and I'll show you what it looks like after. All right, so I had done 2. I'm gonna see how it sounds, but this is the main one where I basically just took out lows, all the weird sounds here, and then I upped it on the 7 for like a little clarity. And for the second one, always remember you don't have to mess with this. Number 1, put it on high pass. You don't have to do that. I'm gonna lower this a little bit, but basically I just mess with these 3. So we got the mix done pretty much, and this is how it sounds right now. So I'm gonna play it. When I'm coming down, the light's real bright and the noise ranks in my head. Did I let you down again? Did I let you down? I'm gonna leave a space right here, which is where I would put my third EQ if I absolutely felt like I needed to do that. But next, you're gonna compress, because we don't have a compressor on it. So we go to Fruity Compressor. I would always, before, use a Fruity limiter to compress. It's really a preference, but for some reason I just the way I did this preset, this is just how it's done. You want to put the threshold around like 35 and the ratio about 8. I would say maximum 8. You can go a little over, like 8.4. I'm gonna try 8.11, and then put the gain up to like 15. Put this on vintage. Put the release on like 5, or just somewhere in 500, and then the attack, put it on like 63, 64. It kind of brings it all together, and so now this is what it's gonna sound like with that compressor on it.
When I'm coming down, the light's real bright and the noise ranks in my head. Did I let you down again? Did I let you down?
Next, after you got your compressor, it sounds pretty good. You're gonna want to get your sound godizer, and I would recommend keeping it on A. That's usually how I put all my songs. And with this one, it's gonna get tricky because sometimes I'll have it here, here, or over here. But for this song, I'm gonna put it down about right here. After you put your sound godizer on there, you're gonna want to go to Flanger, Fruity Flanger, go to presets and go to doubling. And then on the knob, you want to put it just a little past halfway. And then it should sound like there's more layers on there when there's only like 4.
When I'm coming down, the light's real bright and the noise ranks in my head. Did I let you down again? Did I let you down?
Alrighty, so you got those on there. It sounds like there's more layers. What you want to do now is you just want to go ahead and add a de-esser on there. You could either choose de-esser split band or narrow band. I choose narrow band because I just think it's more simpler, I guess. So if you want to know how all this stuff works and you don't know exactly how to mix, I recommend go watching a YouTube video somewhere. I know there's tons of them. Next thing is the most important thing. This is going to be reverb. All right, reverb is what makes all these EmoRap songs, Lilpeep light songs stand out. This is what makes it sound so good. So what you want to do is you want to just go ahead and on like another, one of these thingies. I don't know what they're called, but I always do it on 4 since I have this as with my presets, and then this is what I record with. I always hook it up to 4. So I'm just going to press this little thing down here, hook it up to 4, and then go to Fruity Reverb 2. And what you want to do is just basically just copy what I'm doing. So you want to put the high cut about right here. Same thing with the low cut. You could up this like a tiny bit more if you want. Put the size all the way down here. Put the bass almost all the way down. Put the dry, I always put the dry to like 11. Like that's usually where I put it. Try to put it on 11. You can put it on 10 if you want, but I'm gonna go with 11. I actually don't know what this thing does, but what you want to do is you want to put the wet to like 110, 111. Put it on 110. Put this on like around 90, something like that. And then with separation, stereo separation, I would put it a little down around here. This is something new I'm trying, but I think it sounds just a little better. So I'm putting this on about 25%. You want to mess with the volume. So on Lilpeep's It's Me, and his mainly just around his Lilpeep part 1. He usually had his vocals like either the exact same like volume as the track or like a little less volume. It just kind of set the mood of the track. So I recommend messing with the volume and listening to like a Lilpeep song from his part 1 album and just kind of finding that volume. Right now I'm putting mine at like 50% on this knob because it just sounds to me how the volume was on the original song. So here's what you want to do next. This is the most important step. We pretty much have done everything, but you want to record one more vocal, which is the high vocal, the high background vocal, which you can vaguely hear in the song, and it completely changes the song. So I got the high vocal on here. I put it on 45%, and also with the other vocals, I forgot to say before, but you put them all on about 54%. Yeah, so make sure you put them all on 54%, except for the first vocal you did. Keep it on the regular volume. And yeah, that's pretty much it, and this is how it sounds.
When I'm coming down, the lights real bright and the noise